Okay. Session, and the last we planned for this second have more sessions, but ninth and last session for the second phase of the project, Lost in Translation. Today, Alfonso, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Sorry.
Saved by the bell. Okay, today's topic is the welcoming. So, I put here in 20 minutes document like two main topics on the agenda. I think that the second one, I mean, if we have time, we can try to work on it. But I think for me, I don't know what do you think. Important topic is the first one. Is try to understand, try to build the path. I write here. It's like build the path. What's happening since one person sign up the website? What's happened next until he is in CivicWise. And this is completely linked with the login system that Alfonso started to build. So I think that we can talk about this and try to, I mean, like for build the path, I can try also to build this login system a little bit more, try to understand what things we can find in that login system, what we can do, if we can do different things when we arrive, and then after, I don't know, months, whatever, you can find. So we can try to do this today. So, I don't know, do you think about the agenda?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. I am remembering just now this problem. Last time we knew about it when people is coming into CivicWise and submit our join us, and then they don't receive anything. No, like Francesca, she was telling us this Tuesday. No, so sad. She was telling us, "Oh, I thought that my profile wasn't enough good for you because she filled the join us and she didn't receive anything, a mail or something." So only to remind it what's the problem, because it's not the first time, and we don't know how many times it happened. No, how many people.
The same thing happens when I signed up for the Gloco camp. I never got any mails back, and I thought that, I mean, I couldn't even sign up.
It's crazy.
So, because right now, Alfonso, when you submit the login system, you sign up, you fill the form, put a user, password. What happened next?
Yeah.
You receive an email or?
Yeah, that's it. You receive an email with some information, but I think we have to customize this email.
Okay.
To include all the things you are talking about, some instruction, all the spaces we have in CivicWise to produce in a collaborative way, etc., etc. Yeah, and it's also necessary to say that you have to sign up also in Discourse or in Slack if you haven't done uh, before all those things. Yeah.
Okay. Right now, when you there's a way to, I mean, when you submit on website directly, system sites submit you to the CivicWise platform on Slack. So you directly receive an email from Slack, so you can get in Slack.
I didn't understand you.
Or how we can do this? When you submit on the website,
Yeah.
To like the system get you in Slack directly.
For sure, there is a way to do that, but not immediately.
Okay.
I'm working in a system that unifies Discourse and WordPress user system. This is more or less easy to do, but to integrate Slack also in the user system is much more complicated. So
okay. I don't know if we can get a simple way to do it with a link for Slack.
Yeah.
In that email, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I have thought in this topic, and I think it's certainly is a good way to automatize all this path to have all the rights in CivicWise infrastructure. But I think also it's a good thing to have a human contact at the beginning. I mean, if you are, for example, in Madrid, it's a good thing to contact someone in Madrid Cycle, and this person can give you access to Slack. But it's not only the access; is an explanation. Is you know what I mean? So I think it's okay to automatize all of these things, but I think also it's a good thing to do it in a manual human way.
Okay.
But Alfonso, nowadays, what's happening? What do you think is the reason people are not receiving something back? Why?
Yeah.
So where is the cat? Is a human failure? Is no, because somebody is not checking, or is the system, because now is damaging us? No, it's something.
Yeah, I'm agree. But it's difficult to say what is happening because people can enter, can sign up in CivicWise infrastructure in many ways. I mean, for example, if you sign up at civicwise.org, you are going to receive a mail with some explanation. In the other hand, if you do that in Slack, you are going to receive nothing. So I think the protocol we have to write is this one. Where you have to start to enter the CivicWise infrastructure. I think the main door, for me, in my opinion, is the website. So this is to, in the beginning, anyone that is entering in CivicWise have to sign up in the website, and then he or she is going to receive an email with all the instructions. You have, for example, you have to sign up also in Discord. You have to sign also in Slack. If you are in a particular village, contact your local circle. All these things.
So we need to find the protocol for the access to the tools. I think what Alfonso is suggesting. First the website, maybe then Slack, and then Drive. So it's also kind of, you are not just putting everything in very one first step. So it's kind of yes, step by step. So it's also easier to follow, maybe.
Yeah.
Just one thing I would like to discuss also is that, do we need both Discourse and Slack? I think it's a huge problem, but because I think they are the same thing, Discourse and Slack in general. But we have both of them. I mean, can we just minimize our tools? That's also the question.
About that, the last thing, we were talking about this also a little bit in the last local camp, that Discourse right now, it's been hard to say to fit into the tool, but I think it's because we didn't find yet the way to use it. I don't think that Slack and Discourse are the same. But what is happening maybe is that right now we are using like the same. For me, Discourse could be a very powerful tool for documentate all the projects and the process for a project. For example, this project is an example of that you can find a specific category for the project. So you can find all the threads, and you can find all the instructions about how to get into the project, how to get involved. And also, for example, you can find a specific thread which was built like a logbook. So you can find all the sessions, conclusions, and the link for the video. So you can find easier, very easy, all the information documented on the process for the project. So and I think also we were talking about to build this wiki for CivicWise with specific things that we need to have also archived and documented, like how to build a Hangout session, how to whatever. And I think this kind of tool could be also in Discourse with a specific category that we can build. That could be easier to do it and simple to understand, I think. So yeah, basically that I think that what we need to do is to start to use Discourse more in another way that we are using it mostly by now.
So maybe then we will abandon Slack.
What?
So then maybe we stop using Slack.
Yeah, Julia, your concern is that in CivicWise there are a lot of different tools.
Yes, just if we can minimize it, why not? I mean, because if things are happening for the communication also, if we just did everything on Discourse rather than Slack, then maybe it would be more easy for people to participate also. I don't know. I mean, I think that when I think about how we use it, it's almost the same. With the Drive, it's different because, I mean, you put files directly there and so on. But Discourse and Slack, they are for mostly the internal communication of the project. So why do we have two different tools?
Yeah, I agree with your concern. I mean, less tool we have, the better we work. That's my opinion. But I think Slack is for instant communication. You know, a fast way to communicate. For example, for organize a meeting. We have a channel, for example, this project, and we say, okay, 15 is okay for you. No, 15:30. No, tomorrow finally I can't. This is a Slack, and Discourse is to for me is to produce content to more complex, more in a slowly way. You can write long text. You can think. You don't have to answer in the next minute. You know, it's for me are different tools, but I'm agree with you that we have to think why we have so many tools and if it's necessary.
Okay. I distracted the whole discussion too much. Pascal, you continue with the agenda.
No, I think it's a proper discussion. And I also, I mean, I subscribe all the things that I agree with that concern. I also have it because I think that sometimes it is confused. But like I said, what I think is for me, they are not the same tool. I mean, the thing is that what is confusing is that right now we understand that both tools are for communication, and that's the mistake in my opinion. That Slack is for communication, Discourse is for documentation and debate, in my opinion. And so the thing is that right now we are not using Discourse like that, and sometimes it makes and it's confusing. So we have to clarify that. And there's also an important thing, and it's that in Slack, the old messages are erased with the time. So we lost discussions, we lost things. In Discourse, everything get in Discourse. I don't know if am I wrong, Alfonso? In Discourse, is all the discussions and conversations are there forever.
Yeah, that's it. And you have a powerful search engine, so you can search, you can categorize, and in Slack is harder to do that.
Okay. Going back to that email that you received when you sign up on the website, I was writing here in the meeting minutes the things that mail content. I think that should have like maybe a short paragraph that make a proper welcoming. Then maybe some links to some specific things that, okay, maybe you already see it on the website, but I think could be important to highlight. I think that both, I mean, the most important things are values to understand, values and governance. Then we can make this, is what Julio was saying, that to do this very clearly, step by step, so you understand what you can do next and next. And I was thinking in this order that you can see maybe, of course, explain in a paragraph that okay, you can join Slack, and with the link you can join the platform. We have to explain in this email what we use it for. We can explain that you can join the conversation in this course, and we have to explain what we use it for. And at the end, what we can explain is what Alfonso said, that anyway, we highly recommend that you contact someone in your city so they can make, to resolve some doubts or what. And then I put here also the link for the FAQ menu. If you can ask question that we were talking about to build on the website. Once we have it, we can make also here, put also here a link, like, okay, if you still have some doubts, also you can clarify them here. And I don't know, what do you think? If you think you need something else in that email or in another way with another structure?
Yeah, I think I added this link to Circles.
Okay, nice.
Because then we don't have to make it personal every time. We just have one main welcoming text, and we can just automatically send it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would work. One question. What if someone starts joining through this course first? Because this is also possible, right?
How?
He or she doesn't sign up through Join Us membership thing, but starts joining through this course.
Okay.
Yeah. In the future, there will be no problem because
it will be the same.
The sign up system will be the same, but okay. Right now we have no solution. I mean, the person.
Okay, but you are working on it already. Okay, so it's solved.
Okay, so you Alfonso are working on. I mean, when you sign up on this course, you automatically have a user for the website.
That's it. Yeah, and the other way
that's
around
nice.
Too.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Then I was thinking that another discussion.
Can you also add the YouTube link somewhere here for the Hangouts?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Maybe we can put it here with the tools. What do you think here?
Maybe here. What is CivicWise? See our previous conversations.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I would think.
Okay. Okay, then another thing I would like to discuss also is once you get inside the network and you already sign up, what you can find in login system. Because, and I think the discussion is, I'm not sure yet, I was thinking about it, that maybe, because right now it's not so clear even with that, even if we would have this information with the email and whatever, it's not so clear what happened when you're inside CivicWise. I mean, in another way to say it is, you don't know how your life changed when you get, I mean, how is my life different now that I'm in CivicWise than yesterday? And I think that the login system could be a powerful thing to do this. And I'm trying to explain myself, because the idea is to have in this login system, for example, a form so you can add projects to the website. Finish a project, then you can go to your user and you can find form to it, and you can the form and add information, and the project is uploaded to the website. You can add also circles, a new circle. You can edit profile, whatever. What I was thinking is that maybe at the first time, for example, I don't know if it makes sense that you can add a project since the beginning. Just when you get in the network, you can have that. Don't find the word.
Capability.
Yeah, to do it. So maybe we can try to build also this path. It's a longer path. Is okay. Once you participate in a project as a collaborator, then you can then that capability is going to came up in your login system. So you now can do more things. So it's also, it could be something like I don't know how to say it, because
yeah, this you also had you had also came with this idea of having some badges and stuff, right? If you do more things, you get like badges, medals.
Yeah, but for me,
also something like that, right?
For me, it wouldn't be like budgets, and wouldn't be also like roles inside CivicWise. It's like, and for me, would be very, very simple. It's just a couple of things like this one. It's like once you get inside CivicWise, okay, how my life changed. So my life changed because I have contact with these people in the city, with the circle. I can be in contact with these people on a digital platform, and that's it, more or less. Okay. Once I participate in a project, then there's another change. Okay, now I can use the brand, I can use CivicWise and make another thing, and use it also to try to push a project on my own with the brand and CivicWise, and I can build a project as a coordinator, and I can put this project on the website, and I can also try to build a new circle and put it on the website. And this could be very concrete and very clear with this login system, but because you are going to see it coming up in once you get that point. But if you find everything since the beginning, for me it's not so clear. But not sure. The same sort.
Can I ask something? Are we following the analytics of the website? Do we know, for example, like how many people visit the site every day now?
How many people have the profile?
How many people visit civicwise.org every day? Do we have the number? I mean,
yeah, I can see you right now.
I don't know, like.
Yeah, I'm going to say you. Okay. Anyway, you mean just civicwise.org or any site in the multi-site? Because we have a lot of sites, you know, for example, local camp or Residencia or whatever. Just civicwise.org, the main site. more or less in 1 month. For example, on November, 3,000
Okay, yes,
visitors.
this is a lot. We need to, yes, Pascual, you are right. We need to kind of do step by step allowance for people to
Yeah,
interact.
it's not very much.
No, I think it's much. It's very much. I mean, if you just take someone in and they can just start doing everything they want, I mean, let's not let it happen. I think Pascal is right, having this kind of steps for the things people can do on the site. Because I mean, 3,000, I think it's hard. It's much.
Also, because as I see it with the system that Alfonso is building, I don't know, but I think it would be easy because right now the form for the projects, you have this this field that you can put the collaborators. So would be automatically once someone puts you in a project as a collaborator, then another thing pop up in. So it could be more or less easy, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't know the technical issues, Alfonso.
You mean when someone adds you to a project, you have a notification in your profile?
Yeah. So once, I mean, because if I just came into the network and I didn't make any project, then I can't add new projects or add new circles in the website. But once someone add me as a collaborator in a project in the website, then in my login system is going to pop up a new capability, which is add circle, and maybe we can think more things. Like, for example, the contact cards that we say, and I think it's also a powerful thing because materialize that you are, okay, to make another step in Civicwise.
Yeah, that's it's not complicated. We can do that.
Yes.
Yeah. We have to think the steps.
Okay.
And we have to find a name for it.
Yeah, I agree. It's important that, yeah.
I mean, it's just like level 1, level 2. How will we? It's just like, or you can just be a user, editor, admin. We can use the WordPress. I don't know. Already existing terminology.
I mean, like, I think I agree with Pascual. The user remains always a wiser. I mean, we have no levels, if I understand, but a wiser plus more active is going to have more capabilities. It's just that, but everybody's a wiser.
Yeah.
Wiser plus, I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
That's the slogan. Everybody's a wiser, you know? Luis, your slogan.
It's slogan. I didn't know. But I was thinking, I am feeling today like a listener in the classroom. I am listening and trying to know that she's right. No, I mean, he's right also. No. All three are right. I'm not sure about that, about those levels of capabilities, superpowers related to activity, no? Why? Maybe some wisers are, no, I don't know, quite wiser, and why they don't have access to. I don't know, and really, I think it's so complex. What you are, complex or rich, no? Really, you are. Wow. I started the conversation with a problem, a simple problem. No, people is submitting and they are not receiving a mail, and now you are designing really something really great. No, well, like the web page you are designing. No, it's absolutely great. No, so a comment. No, go on because it was
for me the thing. Sorry.
No.
No, that for me, for example, that profile that you describe, a person that is more quiet, it's okay. That doesn't make you less wiser. You are wiser. You can participate in all the discussion, like whoever is inside CivicWise. Also in the physical meetings with your circle, you are a wiser as whatever. If you don't want, if you also have the opportunity to collaborate in a project and you don't want to do it, it's okay. You're free to do it. That doesn't make you less wiser. The thing is that I think it is for both things. Answering to your question, why is for both? Is for two things. First of all, I think it's like I said, is to clarify what does it mean to be inside CivicWise, and it's also to concrete and to materialize what you gain when you get inside CivicWise, and what you gain when you are working on CivicWise. And I'm seeing this in other platforms similar to CivicWise. You think about, for example, in SANAS, Luis. SANAS is a platform in an association here in Madrid. It's an association of enterprises, and the girl send us an email with the specific things that you have if you're inside SANAS. Okay, you can use the brand in your but very, very, very concrete. You can use the brand in your sign in your email. You can use the brand for the logo of SANAS in these things. You have contact with a network that blah blah blah. So it's very concrete what you gain what you have once you get inside CivicWise. So that's the first thing that I think it would be useful. And the second thing is, I don't know, but I think that CivicWise is getting bigger and bigger. And maybe 5 years from now or 10 years from now, in Slack, we are like 1 million of people.
We had a very bad experience. Okay, we had a very bad experience in a kind of a dictionary glossary project in Turkey. It was kind of a really community-like place, and you had this title of user, which is kind of a small user, like something like that. So you had to wait for the approval of the community before you became a real user. That then you can just publish anything. And then at a point, they sold the company to someone, so it became commercialized, and then they just started letting everyone in. And now it has no identity, and actually it is now like filled in with religious, conservative, far-right, stupid people. So the whole system lost all its value in just one decision of just letting everyone in. So I think it's always good to keep the system in a controlled way anytime, because you never know where the attack, I don't know, to your own structure might come from. Let's be cautious, and then, I mean, if it's too much, then people would complain, and then we would discuss it again. Wiser Plus, I mean.
So I only was thinking about a couple of differences First of all, about SANAS, it's an association and you are paying a fee. So it's it's an association trying to get a lot of companies inside, trying to be a lobby of ecology, ecologist matters, and but you are getting into SANAS and you are paying a fee. So I understand it's a bit different. No, they are telling you what are you earning. No, with that. So it's a bit different. Then about related to that dictionary, I understand that it was something similar to Wikipedia, and yes, it's a process to watch, because they started really wide open, and but they had to build a governance to finding a hierarchy, no, who is allowed to edit an article, and because the structure was getting bigger and bigger, and then but it's not the first time we are talking about it, no, or maybe we are talking about the same thing, no, more or less inside CityWise, no. If you are designing a structure, kind of bureaucracy, well, you need people deciding. You are creating a board of I don't know, directors. Well, I think it's something that we are discussing, because of course, because it's a big issue, no. And nowadays we are having problems with our Drive, no, Google Drive. People deleting in a crazy way tons of documents, and Francesco as a policeman finding out what's this, and then the guy is not active, no. So we don't have any idea about that guy, why he was there inside deleting docs. And so it's an example, no, that I'm not saying that we can survive without rules, no, but only bringing up again that idea that and that I don't know, maybe you are collaborating in a project, that's all, and okay, and it's your, you don't want anything else, and okay, but I'm again with the same topic.
Yeah, for me, I see the path, the different powers, like a guide. I mean, is the typical situation when you become a wiser, but it's just a guide. I mean, if there is a wiser that from the beginning, or maybe before became a wiser, is very engaged with CivicWise. I don't know in which way uh, he or she can do another path. It's, for me, it's just a guide, but it's very interesting because it's how do you say, pedagogical. I mean, if you don't know what to do at the beginning, that's, I think it's very common feeling when you arrive to CivicWise. You are abrumated. I mean, there are a lot of communication channels. There are a lot of things to do. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of everything. So it's if you have a guide to begin, is a really good thing. It's pedagogical, in my opinion. But for me, is that just a guide. If someone, and the second thing important for me is a path that everyone can do by himself. I mean, for example, if the power one is open when you have I don't know, collaborated in a project, you can change your profile and say that you have collaborated in a project. It's not another WISER that have to come and do that. I mean, I don't know if I'm clear, but for me, is that a guide, and it's not a way to create a hierarchy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. I see the same. And regarding
the other way around. I mean, it might also frighten people to have so much capabilities when they are just entering it. For me, when like Francesco put me in the Google Drive, I was like, oh shit, I can do anything, and I can also delete things without even wanting to delete it. And I was like, I have to be very careful with this drive delete. I have to. Yes.
Yes, and not everybody is so careful. Not everybody is so careful. No, but it's true. It's true. I understand that it's in both directions. No, you are saying that it's not so good. No, it's like I am giving to you everything, and you are like, okay, but wait a minute. No, maybe today is not for me. No, yes, it makes sense. No, that it's too much. No, in a kit. No, wow, poof, civil-wise in a pack. No. The guide sounds a good idea, no? In any case, no? Then we can understand better how it works. But the idea of a guide sounds very logical. And first of all, a guide, no? To understand how it works, and then we'll see. Because as I was saying, we need some barriers and firewalls, or not, because it's happening, and we are growing up, so it's a real problem nowadays.
What I was thinking also is in this idea. I mean, regarding this idea of a guide, which I think it is how, I mean, I imagine it like that. It's not this structure of blah, blah, blah. It's a guide to understand what you can do in CivicWise and blah, blah, blah. So regarding this, what I was thinking is that maybe we shouldn't put names on these steps or roles, because then you can understand this as roles, as different roles, or then you can stand to understand misunderstanding that you have another role which is superior to the other one. So maybe it's better not to put names, and it's just a new capability that you have, and that's it. That pop up in the login system, and that's it. You don't have. I mean, you are not going to present yourself now as with another name on CivicWise. You don't have any charge you are not. Before you were a member and now you are a connector, or before you were a connector and now you are a director, or whatever. No, we are all members. We are all the same. The only thing is that there are members that have more powers the time that they are putting into the CivicWise. And this for me is linked with the thing that we said, in that SANAS you have to pay a fee, and then there's different. For me, it's no there's no different at all. The thing that we didn't pay a fee with money doesn't mean that, I mean, everything has a cost. So you are paying in another way, which for us is knowledge. Once you put knowledge inside CivicWise, once you help to build new knowledge inside the network, collaborating with project, then you have getting back something, then getting back another power, another capability, which is, for me, is the same. You're paying something, but it's not money. But you're paying something. We're paying with your time, you are paying with knowledge that you're putting inside the network.
But you can be a collaborator in a project, and that's all, no? And then, you know, I was thinking about that. It's not only money, but it's a structure. It's like we are offering to you something, no? It's an association, and why, no? It's well, we can answer the same question, why? But first of all, we are not. They are trying to get more and more companies. It's not our idea, no. We are not trying to get more and more people. We are trying to develop projects and to do things and to change things. And so, well, but it's not a discussion. Not only. I'm coming back to this profile, no. We are in Madrid, and we know somebody. And it's obvious that we have a connection, and we can share a project. Well, I'm not sure if we are offering, but maybe that's or we have different situations, and maybe that situation is not related to access to everything, no? Maybe you are collaborating in a project, but it's absolutely different to what we are doing for now. No? Well, a lot of I don't know a lot, but the different ways to get into CivicWise. So different profiles and different.
Yeah, of course, there can always be exceptions. I mean, but it's also, I think, necessary to have a guide so that at least people know what they are going into from the beginning. I mean, but I mean, I trust you so much. I mean, we just discussed something, and I just think that you need to upload this project. Then maybe I just ask Alfonso to give you the rights to do it, so that he just gives. I mean, we don't have to be like a dictator going through all the, like, this is the rule, no, we cannot change it. I mean, of course, it's a human interaction thing, yeah. So there will be subjectivities, there will be exceptions, all these things, but the guide works well both ways for the newcomer and also for us, so they don't feel like, I'm going.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. The guide, in any case, I think is and absolutely agree with your last words. It's really good for ourselves. No, first of all, that to build that guide will be a very interesting, again, a very interesting work. No, to understand better and better. No, for instance, you were bringing up that. Discussion, no, Discourse, Telegram, Slack. Well, it's part of that, of the guide. No, we need arguments, reasons, not to why. And the guide is I think it's a very good idea. So enough.
There's another thing that I think that we should add in the profile, and it's the possibility that you can put if you participate in some civic design course, because then this could work the same way that works this collaboration firewall that we were talking about. So it could be the same. If you participate in a civic design course, then we can understand that you are already understanding the network, and you are in contact with a local community with CivicWise, so blah blah blah. So could work the same. So, and also because I was thinking that could be interesting when we build this. I don't want to firewalls because it sounds like a defense, and it's not like that. But once we use what we build this this door to go to have another capability, would be interesting also to have different doors for the same capability. So it's not a linear way that you have to follow step by step. Could be like different doors. So for example, like this. So next to this capability, to get this capability, you can collaborate with a project, or you can participate in a civic design course, or maybe we can think in another thing. So you have like different possibilities. You can do whatever you want. So it's not mandatory that you have to collaborate in a project. And it's a linear path that you have to follow.
Yeah, first maybe we need to list the capabilities. Like adding a project, editing the whole site. I mean, maybe we should start with like listing the capabilities, then we can set on the guide. What do you think? So we can do cross with some stuff. Or do we only have like 2 levels? Beginner and total control.
Well,
I don't know, maybe. Go on, Luis, go on.
No, I was remembering that we were talking about with these problems in our Google Drive, no? That well, and before, no? For instance, with Mestura Puerto project, no? With documents shared by other people working in the municipality, and we were thinking about access, no? So I mean that it could be a more complex system, no? Okay, you have access to the drive, but inside the drive there are another rules, no? More rules, and some projects. So it's maybe it's a whole governance for Google Drive, the drive, no? But probably some projects need more protection or more. You are understanding, no? Maybe people inside the project giving that access, but because it's true that there are not all of them the same, no? We are writing things that it's okay to see for everybody, but we have some projects with other people from outside sharing sensitive documents, contracts. So maybe it's a matter of responsibility, no? It's not. I'm changing the focus, no? It's not only capabilities or levels of about responsibility. No, we are getting more and more projects, and it's something coming. No, if you get the bigger project, sure we will get more sensitive documents. So sure, we'll need more rules.
Okay.
But then I think how many areas or spaces or environments we are thinking on. It's about what, no? When you are talking about capabilities or whatever, no, it's about inside the drive, no? Because Slack and Discord is,
no, it's about the website. So add
Yeah,
project and stuff like that.
website.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you do with your profile? Because you can add a project, you can add other people to that project. And I mean, like recently, Alfonso gave access to Pablo to do all the editing on the site to correct the English mistakes and so on. So it's kind of there are different levels there can be different levels to work on the Streetwise website.
Yes, maybe I am delayed about our wonderful website.
Yeah, the thing is that in the website, the idea is to, I mean, Alfonso right now is working on a system in which everybody inside the network can add the projects to the website. So it's not a thing that one or two people has to do it to upload the projects. It's a thing that everyone can do. And it's built a form in the website so everyone can add the information of the project. And also what is interesting is that you can add a specific form in which you can add who or whom were the coordinators, who was the collaborators, and you can find it in the website. You can click the name and you can find the profile and click it. So you can select directly the profiles. So the idea is that with these powers that we are designing, once you get to the next level, you can add also projects to the website, but not to do it since the beginning. Also with circles, for example.
Just to make an example, Luis, if you want, if you go to the website, civicwise.org, and you type after the domain Wiser, but I'm sorry, but I cannot write in the chat, in Hangout chat. But if you type civicwise.org/wiser/ for example, Pascual, you are going to Pascual's profile, Pascual's public profile. After that, Pascual, if he log into the site, can edit his profile for sure. And this is the model for all the content in civicwise.org. I mean, we are going to have the same schema for projects, for cycles, for labs, for everything we want. Right now we have of content, Wiser, we have projects, we have labs, and we have cycles. But we can have anything we want, and like Pascual was saying, we can edit every content or add a new item in a type of content from the with a form in the website. So it's really powerful because for me right now the website begins to be a real archive of activity and CivicWise network. It's not finished anyway, but that's the idea. And we can put a layer of capabilities on top of this type of content.
Luis is getting nervous imagining this.
No, it's absolutely, of course, powerful. I think it was the idea since the beginning from Alfonso, no, that is saying it, no, the idea is to share not only to 1, 2, 3 people. It's not only about controlling; it's about working, no, taking care of the. And then absolutely scary, no? As CivicWise, 400 people typing in the website, and yes, if we get it, well, another huge goal.
Okay, I think that we have an hour already, so like I said at the beginning of the Hangout, with this session, we finished all the sessions, the topic that we planned to do for this second phase of the Lost Interest project. The idea now is to keep working on all the things that we already agreed in all these sessions and build it in the website. Build all this login system, build the FAQ menu, build this email. I mean, try to fix all these things and develop all these things. For me, would be 2 questions, very fast questions. First of all, for following Hangout sessions of Lost in Translation, I don't know if maybe we let it like more freely, not 1 session per week, but let's see how the work is going on, and then see which week we can launch a Hangout session to work in a specific topic. Or the other way to do it is to keep it the weekly session, and we will find something to talk about and to work about it. I don't know, what do you think? Both ways.
I can do the weekly sessions because it's more intense and I think it keeps us work.
Okay.
But we can, I mean, rather than having once in 2 weeks, I would go for 1 per week, actually.
Okay.
We can keep that shorter if we don't have that much time, etc. But let's keep the weekly thing going on. It's part of my daily weekly routine now. I don't want to. I don't want to stop doing it.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I agree. So it seems like we all agree. Okay. So second question is that I think that could be also to understand the process from now forward. We can say like we finished the second phase, we start the third phase of the project, which is finished to develop all the work for for the website, and I think could be also interesting to try to build a deadline to finish this third session, which for me, I don't know what you think, could be again next Glocal Camp. So try to have the website completely developed with all the things that we said in this second phase, with all this system, with everything. Have this for April 2018 and present the website completely fixed in that Glocal Camp.
I think we can do it. I mean, we
Yeah.
have like 5-6 months. We can do it.
Okay, great. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out. I've got one question. Did we do this all for the contribution to FAQ and the timeline of CivicWise? On
Yeah,
Discourse? I'm not following too much on Discourse, so I just asking.
Right now, I don't remember if I get to launch the topic on Discourse. For sure, we build a document. No, I don't remember if we build the thread on Discourse. In fact, what I want to do next week is to review all the Discourse thread and try to update it with all the sessions of the second phase to have all the second phase properly documented on Discourse, so I can check it out. But right now I don't remember. But for sure we have a Google Doc for that. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I'm also trying to find it, and I cannot find
it. Okay. Okay. Index doc. Okay, here it is. Here on the Hangout chat. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So maybe I also start working a bit on FAQ. I don't know much about Storyline, but I can start working a bit on FAQ.
Okay, perfect.
Also, I want to kind of comment on this, what Nastya brought out, and we discussed in the last session. I want to check all the in the middle links and stuff and comment on that to you.
Okay.
So I will do. Okay.
Okay, guys. So let's see in next section to start the phase. This project, we are almost finished.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Absolutely great. Your job. Really happy to be here with you.